Well, it looks like my boy Mike got screwed this weekend. Again, poor bastard never catches a break. But it's Sunday, so it's time for the greatest show of the week. So grab your beers, boys, and fire up your keyboards, because it's time for the Sunday Night Shit Show. Let's get after it.
Oh my.
In prison, you are somebody's bitch. Oh, and you, my friend, would be the belle of the ball. Don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap.
Michael, please. Where did you learn all of this?
Internet.
So not prison.
And prison, it's 50-50.
I mean, that intro of me dancing is pretty much how the entire night Saturday went. That's what I did in the living room until the end, of course.
That looks like you dancing, actually. Same body type.
100%.
What is going on, everybody? It is finally Sunday, my favorite day of the week. Now the only day of the week that I'll be drinking on, because we're on a strict, what do you call it? Workout.
I'm pretty sure every 100 pounds you shed is about 10 horsepower. So we got to be gaining at least 10 by kg.
We are on a strict gym / lifestyle change to try to lose. My goal is 30 by the end of August. So I'm trying to lose 30 pounds end of August. So that means Angry Orchards are only on every other Sunday. Other than that, I got to stay away from the booze. I got to stay away from the chips, the fucking Skittles, the fast food. Pretty much, I got to stay away from every last thing that I truly love. So no more cakes, no more pies, ice cream bars. Being healthy actually blows, to be honest. Yeah, no more Timmy's. I don't go to Timmy's. And now when I go to Timmy's, it's just coffee, 2 milk, no sugars. It's hard. You don't realize how much of your actual lifestyle
having snacking.
Well, I mean, for the lifestyle I have, when you're on the road and stuff a lot, like it's hard to eat healthy. Like it's almost like the world has made it challenging to be healthy, because every last place you go to has fast food, has, it's easy to eat shitty, I guess.
Would you just, all right, listen, we got 57,000 comments.
Oh my God.
You got to start up top. I've started a few. I got some of my best fans in here.
Oh boy.
It's got a real banger that I want you to put up here, but I got to have you put it up.
All right, let's spend 5 minutes here. Start from the beginning of today's thing. Also, where is, there. That's what we need.
Oh,
Boom.
God.
Let's add the comments. What happened to our background?
I don't know.
Is it on there? It doesn't look like it's on here.
It's black.
Yeah, I thought it was. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by.
You don't know what you're doing.
Shit is out of control here. No, that's not it. Where's my background?
Don't ask me.
Oh, there it is. Boom. All right, we're back up and running. Back to our comment board here. Comments will be live in the bottom corner, but we'll go back in time here.
Be nice.
What's up, Billy Buzz? How's it going? Tommy Cook in the house. Hold on to the... Oh, yeah, there's things to talk about today.
No.
There's good, there's bad, there's weird shit. I don't know. What time did we start, Terry? Was he right today?
I don't no, it's only 8:24 right now, so.
Okay, we were earlier than expected. But some good news is I got a giant monitor now in front of me here, so my blindness, I can actually read the comments and stuff because, yeah, I think I'm slowly going blind here.
He
What's
couldn't
happening,
even see what
James
you guys-
Glenn?
He
What?
couldn't even see what you guys were typing before.
I know, it was hard. It was very small. Fueled by Racing, my boy Garrett's in the house.
Can you see him soon?
Dalton letting us know that we're late. Shocker. Donkey Balls. Always a regular contributor on the shit show on Sundays. No, I don't think Alex will be on, but he's more than welcome to come on if he'd like. Alex, hit me up. We'll send you an invite if you'd like to come on. I didn't really talk to him about coming on today. Well, yeah, it starts already. What else we got on here? These people are talking to themselves. Mike, been ducking and dodging the table for about 3 weeks now. It's about time for him to kick in, or else he'll need. He's gonna. I'll be back on the table. Honestly, the reality to it is my son has baseball games Tuesday night. So depending on where his games are, I normally don't get home till about 11:30. And honestly, it's just too late to get on the table at that time because I know it's going to stretch on till like 1:30. And I got a lot of work here to do. So I can't be on that late. But if he doesn't have baseball, I will definitely try to get on there. I apologize. I haven't been ducking it. It's just that's how his schedule ended up being. I got to thank Emmett right here. Emmett Taylor supplied a lot of the videos for me this weekend. Also helped with the crew. His son. Yeah, well, we got to get as many Angry Orchards in us tonight as I can because it's the only night I can drink. Yeah, let's go. What else we got here? What else we got? These guys are talking to themselves. Pro Street in the house. He's got a bunch of events coming up. John Forbes, Canadian, no prep stuff. Yes, it is very hot here. It is 113 degrees Fahrenheit in Canada. Believe that or not. I checked the weather down by you, Terry. It's hotter here than it is there today.
You deserve that.
I deserve what? The heat?
Yes.
It doesn't bother me that much, but today is a little bit much. Like the air is thick. You go and as soon as you walk out of the house, it's like wall. Damn. It's really friggin' oh God. These comments are savage already. Listen, guys, we'll get to it, but I don't blame Alex. Well, no, I don't blame Alex. Terry's getting ready.
Nope.
Yeah, we'll see. I already talked about it on the live, Terry. I got a couple drinks. I'm going to give you a
You
couple.
can talk about it live all you want. I'll leave you on here the rest of the night on live. Talk about it all you want. When I get there, I'm not going down the hill.
Okay. Anyway, guys, we will see about that. Never say never, as I say.
Sure, never say never, but I don't plan on it.
These guys are still on me about, you know what? Maxwell's hair is almost grown fully back.
Almost. So he almost forgives you.
Taylor had a good day today in Kentucky. Daily driver to the lanes. What else we got, Terry? Did you bookmark some of these? Oh, yeah.
Here, I'll put it up there for you.
Too bad you couldn't have been. Yeah, legit.
My man.
LL Spool J in the house, a.k.a. Jasper.
Yeah, he's good.
Terry is the only. There you go, Terry. I told you. I keep telling Terry this. I said, Terry, your fans come on here to see you. They don't give a shit about me. I talk, and the whole time they're like, let's hear from Terry. Terry's the fucking Terry for president. I'm like, this motherfucker just stays in the shadows, chirping quietly. Terry was popping off yesterday. Like,
I was
popping off. For a very quiet individual, you would never know that.
I didn't send you half the stuff I sent Jeremy.
Too bad the lighting plant. The lighting. Oh, what do we call that? Yeah, lighting. What are those things called?
The shit that's set up on the sides, like we call them light plants, but
light. That's what you call them. We call them something else.
Those little
Floodlights.
stationary floodlights. We call them light plants. Yeah, they're little.
Okay. I just learned something new. Jeremy's in the house. Jeremy had some things to say as well.
No.
Emmett was detailing the truck, taking Terry's job.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I'm teaching Emmett the ropes on detailing. No Facebook feed. See, this did this last time.
It said
Hold on.
something last week about we had X amount of time before.
I know, but I fixed that.
Of course you did. That's why there's no feed tonight on Facebook.
Shut
Because
up.
you fixed it.
I'm fixing it right now. Clearly, I didn't fix it.
While you're fucking around. Overall, the event looked like it went awesome. I mean, everybody had fun. They did a good job.
Yeah, it was great.
Good.
What the fuck? It says manage video. Expand video. No, I just want to share it. How do I change the privacy settings? This did this to me last time, and it's really annoying. I don't know why it... Edit live video. Turn off notifications. Yeah, it won't let me share it. It's not even that it won't let me share it. It won't let me edit post. Yeah, it doesn't let you invite photo. No, you can't do it. I can't share on Facebook anymore. Oh, it's up there. Never mind. Hold on. Keep editing. It says only me. Yeah, but it won't let me edit that. Discard. It says Mike is live, but it only shares to myself. Yeah, I don't know. People got to get on YouTube anyway. Fuck this Facebook shit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know?
I've never done that in my life.
It's weird that it only started doing this recently, though. I don't even know anything about Facebook. I'm horrible at this stuff. Groups, more. It should be under privacy. I manage sections. Yeah, it won't let me share. Save video, copy link. Maybe if, no. Edit post won't do it. Edit live video won't do it. Hide from, it says hide from profile. That's it. And then it says I'm sharing to only myself, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Maybe you like to watch yourself.
Yeah, I like to share this video just to myself so that only I can watch it.
Seems like something to do.
Edit post details. Yeah, it says it'll only do it to me for some reason. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to change that. It's fucking locked. Yeah, it won't let me do anything. Even when I edit the post details, it says it's shared only to me, and it won't let me change that. Settings, stream. No, viewer. Allow views to message you. Turn on live tab. Copy. Show anyone who visits the page, you're able to see live videos. Your live tab will always stay the same. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sorry. I'll have to figure it out at some point, but it just, yeah, doesn't let me fucking share it. Can you share on your deal?
What do I do that at? From my Facebook or from StreamYard?
I don't know. Anyway, Facebook dicked me too.
It's not messing with me.
Oh, you see the light reflecting on my beer glass?
Ooh.
By August, Michael B. I really hope not. I don't think it's possible. Yeah, I agree. It's time to make some changes. I'm getting old. I can't act like I'm in my 20s anymore, even though I do. What's happening, Mark? Mark did well. He won old school or old.
Oh.
old
Yeah.
retired racer or something like that class, something like
super small, no nitrous. Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
that. Yeah, he won no nitrous super small motor class.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I got no Facebook feed, so let your friends know. I don't know why, but it's chopped us out of Facebook. Look, we got some hockey equipment for you, Terry.
Pass.
New turbos. Oh, how did that come up?
I don't know.
New turbos are working very well, actually. Seem to be a little more efficient, spool a little bit faster than the other ones, the bigger ones. So far, I'm liking the results. I think we still have minor converter issues, to be honest. And I still have that oil pressure thing going on. Now, an even higher boost, it's getting worse. So I got to talk to Paul about that maybe tomorrow. Yeah, Terry was mad. Terry was mad yesterday.
No, I wasn't.
I could feel him. I think he was more mad than me. Yeah, it was a good event. Yeah, okay. Well, let's get into it, right?
Yeah, I think overall it was good.
Overall, did you like running back to front at TMP? I liked running back to front. I think it was definitely cool. The surface was 100% unrun on when we got there. Did I upload that picture? No, I think it was in the original video. Anyway, the surface was completely bare when we got there, which was really cool. I misjudged first round completely because the surface was bare. It honestly came around very quickly. We ended up pulling. I don't pull chips anymore. I don't even touch them because you know me, Terry. As soon as I pull chips, we're first pair against whoever's the fastest guy on the property. Instead, I picked seventh pair against the fastest guy on the property. So, but actually, Adriana, Jeremy's daughter, picked chips first round, which was great. And then Brad's son actually picked me the buy chip in second chance. So that was cool. Where are we at with comments? Anything else? Yeah, Hustling Horsepower came out. Nick was there.
Yep.
He's about an hour. He was saying he was about an hour and 10 minutes away or something. He's close. That's the thing. We're close enough to New York that the New York guys like to come to Canada, and we like to go across to New York because it's like an hour to 2 hour drive normally to either of our events. That's why we end up going to things in New York. Hey, Mike, tell them about the first day of your diet. I don't know what that means.
You don't?
No. What happened on the first day?
I'm going to ask Jeremy.
I have no idea. It's going to have to... Facebook doesn't like dual streaming. Yeah, the weird thing is we used to do both, no problem. We did Facebook and we did on YouTube here, but... Yeah, it's very true. I'm getting tired of Facebook too. And most likely. Well, I guess people are going to just have to jump on YouTube if they want to watch. It's simple as that. Make an account. It's easy enough to do. Or if you don't want to watch, or watch it later when it's over. But I mean, you can watch on YouTube without an account. You just can't comment, right? Yeah. Anyone could be watching now.
So, yeah.
You just have to make an account to actually... This fucking guy already starts. Mike was racing in the dark camo green turbo. My truck's not dark green. My truck's gray. If it was green, though, I would definitely be doing that. All right, so let's get at it here. I've seen enough. All these comments about my diet. Video shows Frank Cray drove around Nick at the finish line. From TMP, the border's an hour away. Mike searching into Mediterranean diet to try and last 4 months. I don't know if I want liver disease and stomach issues to get skinnier, but we're working on diet, exercise, the old-fashioned way. Terry just goes with pills and Ozempic and fucking loses 50 pounds in three weeks, no
I
problem.
don't think he was
Doesn't
saying
lift a fucking
diet.
stitch of anything. Doesn't even go for a walk.
Would you shut up for 1 second?
Must be nice. I'm over here working my ass off, shedding a quarter pound a day, quarter pounder.
Did you talk about racing? That's what everybody's here for.
Oh, this isn't the diet channel?
No.
Well, guys, let me give you advice on protein shakes, the next available.
Cooking
Anyway.
with poorly.
All right, this weekend, King of the North. It was hosted by Mike Batista and John Legato. John Legato, I don't know if people know Mike Batista outside of me posting videos of racing him. John Legato. John Legato was the winner of Dig or Die last winter. Last winter? Yeah, he won the winter one right before Christmas. Silver Fox body. They decided to host a no prep at Toronto Motorsports Park. It was from the very back of the track. No one's ever been back there. It was a PYOP event, so you were allowed to use any kind of prep, I guess it's called. Yeah, any kind of prep at the back of the track. Of course, we were using stripper glitter from our boy Chris Lane, because that's all we use. Quick commercial gets us hooked on the street.
Free plug right there.
Free plugs, sponsorship deals. No, we always use stripper glitter. It seems to work well, so I have no reason to change. I'm a very loyal consumer. I'll put it that way. When something works, I try not to stray too much from products that work. So outside of changing the truck every 5 minutes, but
I was going to say.
But that's normally because things aren't working. Things that do work, I don't change, in fairness. Semi-ish. So, first event they held was a good event. I mean, for someone who's never hosted an event before, they had a DJ set up in the back with a loudspeaker, which I thought was cool. He got in a chicken vendor. TMP had their bar truck. I think it's their bar truck. Maybe Mike got them. I have no idea. There was a bar in the back serving beer and drinks, which I found interesting. I think we need to have. See, I say that with a little bit of what's the term? Holding back, not holding back, but makes me a little bit nervous when you start feeding people alcohol at events like this. It's like, hopefully it goes well, but you're definitely throwing more risk into things, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I guess people drink at our events anyway. They just bring their own drinks. So we may look into something like that, have a little bar or something to help people out for cold drinks. Hesitation, that's the word. Thank you. So yeah, they had that all set up at the back. We parked by the road course, which was kind of far away for people walking, but it didn't seem too bad. I mean, we had the scooter, so we were going back and forth with the scooter. And then when we were racing, Brad was actually driving his truck back and forth. I mean, there's nowhere really else to park. So it's one of those things. Whenever you're doing back of the track, there always seems to be a little bit of travel because no track is ever set up to be running back there, right? So, but all in all, I think it was good. They did the chip draw at the back there. What else was going on? Sponsors got to park at the very end of the track, which was cool. It was like VIP parking like we do. Yep. There was a little drama in the beginning of the week, which we've squashed now, but basically I talked to Mike about a bunch of stuff with the event. They were going to have a flagger that was on John Legato's crew. I just made a suggestion that maybe they should reach out to Alex, which now I'm regretting. No, I'm just kidding. Reach out to Alex just because he's done so many events because of the amount of money they were doing and stuff. I said it might not be the ideal time to bring in someone who might not have flagged as much. Maybe he has. I'd never seen him flag anywhere. And I said, listen, man, it's a lot of money. Like people are going to be on very, what's the term? Very stringent with everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like when there's that kind of money involved, people are there to win that money. So if there's a lot of errors or technicalities, people are going to get pissed. Like, that's it. So if someone's maybe flagging that hasn't flagged a lot of races, then that was my only suggestion. Anyway, I think it got blown out of proportion. There was a little bit of drama on that, but when I got to the race on Saturday, I walked over to the gentleman that we had issues with, and we squashed it. I said, listen, man, this is what I said. That's just, I'm an honest guy. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't speak up sometimes. I probably shouldn't, because my mouth normally gets me in trouble with things, but I don't know. I was just trying to help out their event. I really wanted to see it do well, because now there's no more events at TMP. OSO was dead. That series died. I tried to help them too, realistically, but it is what it is. Some people take your advice. Some people, they get mad at you. Some people don't take your advice at all, and that's fine. But I still try to help, yes. So I'm a bit of a Karen, I guess, now, somehow. But it's all good. I accept it. I accept everything. So, yeah, making trouble all the time. I really try not to start shit, but somehow it ends up happening. It's amazing. Yeah, man, people like no prep. I mean, it's a different vibe. Like, no prep is more like streets, like everyone's at the starting line betting, and it's just different. No prep is different, and I can see it from a spectator point of view. I've watched frontside races, and it's cool to see fast cars and stuff, but it really is kind of boring. And I like racing. It's just, it's not, I don't know. What do you think, Terry? You watch a lot of shit.
No, not front side.
I know, but is there a reason why you don't front side?
It's nice to see some that you appreciate. There's a lot that are super nice, expensive cars that that's still boring to me.
Yeah.
I just can't. It's got to be a body style I like, or it's got to be. Fuck.
Oh, big index guy over here, are you? You like to watch that mim? You're that one guy I see on the TV at Immokalee there on the bleachers. There's always one guy sitting there. Do you notice that? I watch it at, what's his name always has it? At Thompson Racing Engines there. He always has the brackets on TV, and there's always that one guy sitting on the bleachers every time.
Not me.
More spectators last night. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. The track definitely made money last night. They always make money there. I mean, it's a big track. They got a lot to pay for, I guess. So, Terry needs a better mic. Sounds like he's underwater. Oh, chirped. Terry has a good mic, too. Maybe it's the settings he's got. Do I sound like I'm underwater? I hope not. I'm above water today.
Okay.
So, all right, back on track again. We always the train always leaves the track with the comments.
No, I'm pretty sure I was on my other mic.
Oh, there you go. That's better. Yeah, you were.
Okay,
you did sound a little like distant. I agree. I think everyone should have a right to speak their mind about things, especially when you're the one coming there investing money. And I'll get to that too. So, had a great time, atmosphere. There you go. A lot of positive reviews. Like I said, for their first event, there were certain things that bothered me, of course, but it's their first event. I mean, everyone has to grow from somewhere. Our first event blew too.
Yep.
So I'm not going to chirp them about it. If there were things I would improve myself, would be just maybe some of the chip draw stuff took a little long, just because they were trying to organize that stuff. I mean, outside of that, it was pretty. They told you times when to come back. I think all in all, it was pretty organized. So I don't really have any. Really negative stuff to say. It was good. It was fun. So we drew 7th pair, right lane. Right lane did have a healthy size crack around 400 feet. Both lanes had like this strip where I guess they must have put electrical and then repatched the asphalt. So there was like a little hump there.
Mm-hmm.
But left lane was the smoother of the two lanes, I'd say, looking at them when I walked them. Right lane had that giant crack in it, but outside of that, they were pretty much equal.
Good.
So, here is that pass. We got paired up with the white 240 what's his name? Brandon? I'm not 100%. I'm sure someone will say it while we play this video, but
I think Ben posted it. Ben will know.
yeah, Ben will know. I know his name too. It's just slipping my mind right now. So yeah, this was our first pass. Sorry, the finish line video was the video that the finish line guy sent me, but I think he had Samsung to iPhone. You know, when you text, it gets all shitty.
Yep.
Anyway, lost by a quarter panel-ish. Just didn't put enough. He had more in it in the beginning. He pulled out on me on about a car and a bit. I reeled him back in at 300 feet. We were going back and forth, and then I scrambled and tried to get him at the finish line. I actually thought it was like very close. It felt very close because I passed him right after the finish line, I guess.
Yep.
It's hard to judge when you're in the car. So I got to see the video. We paid to see the video just because I wanted to see it. I wanted to just have that sense of mind. And yeah, he beat me outright. It was a great race. I mean, we were back and forth the whole time. I kept looking over. I'm like, fuck. Do I hit the scramble and the truck? And then I was waiting for that bump so I wouldn't hit it right at that bump because I knew if I hit it at that bump, leaf springs suck for bumps. So you have to be very careful when you're hitting transitions like that or any kind of bumps that you don't try to put in power right as you're about to hit it, because same thing happened in New York. That bump at the back, if you put a lot of power right before that bump, it loses the tire as soon as you land. Because you can see it in the shock data. The truck will separate and then come down and bounce. That's the fucking leaf spring life. That sucks. That's the one thing, no matter what you do. I mean, in a perfect situation or perfect world with a leaf spring, it would be nice if you could have electronic dampening shocks like the new cars have, where you could adjust the dampening on the go. I mean, that might be something I'd look into. But setting the shocks, like you're kind of screwed in two different ways, because if it's bumpy, you want to set the shocks a certain way for the bumps, but then it kills the 60-foot. Or you want them set a certain way for a good 60-foot that'll kill you on the bumps. So maybe like a three-way. I know they have three-way shocks, but I think that only changes compression. Maybe rebound. It only does one of the two options, I believe. Yeah, you know what? The bump has been working great lately, and then it's intermittent. I think it has a lot to do with transmission temperature, how the bump works, because sometimes it's smooth and soft and it just moves ever so slightly, and then other times it still goes back to that vicious bump. But if I change it, then the next time it won't bump at all. It won't move. So I've kind of left it where it is, and right now about 80% of the time it's smooth. So I'm happy with that, at least. Yeah, I was a little shocked when they said that too. At the driver's meeting, they didn't have a finish line camera guy, but they found a good guy. And that was another thing. They rented a Zoom boom. Yep. So as you could see by that video, that's the best way to do finish line camera.
We were up over on top of it.
If you're going to have a finish line camera guy, that's the best way to do it, is to get a Zoom boom like that, because there is no disputing anything.
You can see everything.
You can see both cars clear as day. And there were a lot of races that they had to double check the film.
Yep.
So, high and low speed dampening adjustment. Yeah, that's what I need. Make a temp table. Mark, I got so many fucking tables in this thing now that I'm over tableized. I got tables that do other tables that fucking backdoor other things in the tune, and I don't even know anymore. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that. So, knocked out for the first time in a long time, first round.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm glad we lost to the guy who won the whole thing. It gives me a little more satisfaction, and that he didn't get knocked out the round after me, and then you're just like, what a waste.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Brandon Colley. That car works. I knew it worked though. I've seen him in New York. I've seen them race. He's put a lot of time in that car. It was good. I was happy for them that they won. Those guys deserve the win. So it was good on them. I'm happy for them. So congratulations on that. So they offered a second round, second chance race. So after second round, if you lost first or second round, you could buy into the second chance race. So obviously we bought back into the second chance because we were there to race. I was hoping just to cover some travel costs and expenses by going into second chance because I knew we'd already blown the good money race, which is really why I was there. I was hoping to do a lot better. I mean, I think again, I'm going to talk like a typical racer, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I think if we would have made it through first round, we definitely had a truck that was a contender there because by the end of the night, the times that it was putting down, I know we're definitely competitive to what those guys were running in the finals and stuff like that. I'd put money on that. So sadly, we didn't make it. That's the one thing in this racing. You've got to make it through first round. If you don't make it through first round and have zero data, it's very hard. I was happy with the tune-up. The tune-up ran exactly what, because now I've put everything in folders for times. So I looked at the surface. I said, we've got to run X amount of time here. It ran exactly as I wanted it to. So everything is on point. And that way I just misjudged. I think the surface was actually better than I'd actually judged it at. So it's hard though when you go to a place that's like brand new. If it had some down, I probably would have put more into it. But it's like deceiving. You know what I mean? I knew the 60 would be getting better, but even the 60, it spun out of the 60.
There was a couple guys before you that blew the tires off too.
Yeah, like it's that kind of shit is.
It's
even
hard to
though
tell.
all the places I've raced at, most of the places I race at, the asphalt's way worse. Like it's more coarse. So it kind of, I don't know. That smooth asphalt, fuck, it comes around fast. But now, see, I'm going to do the complete opposite next time I go to a place like that that's got smooth asphalt.
Yeah,
Like, oh, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, take
Send
it,
it, blow the tires off the whole way down. Dylan's late, but he's on fire. 15 comments later. These guys kill me. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Everyone was mad at me about using traction control. They were right. I shut it off for the rest of the night and went way faster. Once again, everyone's like, oh, traction control. Not always. Traction control made it run that time that I wanted, but it held it back. The problem was when I scrambled it, it started holding it back there because it probably got a little bit of wheel speed and didn't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took rubber very quickly. Yeah, people were already wheeling second round. How much money in sensors for all the tables you read? I don't have that many. I have drive shaft sensors, shock sensors, tire temperature sensor, and then standard sensors, oil pressure, all the other. I don't really have that crazy shit, but yeah, I do have a bunch of different sensors for different, well, all the stuff that I think is valuable information to have. People wheelie doing a one. Yeah, that's me.
That's Mike.
That's me. 160, 60 foot, but on the bumper the whole ride.
That's moving.
That's moving, all right. So, yeah, we signed into second chance. Yeah, he wheelied on the bike too. I watched that pass.
I saw that. Yeah. Was it a buy run? Did he have? I saw somebody do it in a buy run.
You wang it at that race. Yeah, I had the wing on. Sorry, what'd you say, Terry? Yeah, he had a buy run, so he was running himself. So he was able to control the wheelie and bring it back down. All right, so we go into second chance. Luckily, we pulled. Well, Emmett pulled the buy chip first round, so I told the boys, well, boys, it's time to shine. Now it's time
Send
to
it.
turn this thing up and see what it does. So here was our buy run. Little spin on the hit. Little again. See, deceiving. I put more into it, but it didn't like that.
You were mad. Let's be
I
honest.
was mad. I was
You were
really mad
mad.
that I lost first round.
And it was a buy. And you said, I'm going to fucking send it.
Yeah, that's what I said. You're 100% right. That's what I did. So now, see, the key to success here, Terry, young man, as the scientist that I've now learned to grow up as.
Sure. You wrote that down in
On
your
the
book.
buy run, you hit it with a lot. On the first run, you hit it with too little. Now, we combine the two, and it makes the magic. You see? It's like mixing beakers.
For anybody wondering, that is the perfect recipe for getting into second chance race right there. If you want to know how to be competitive in a second chance race, fuck up first round in the main event, and then pull a buy and full send it in second chance. You'll be the best second chance racer out there.
Yes, I went back to the trailer. I discussed with my tuner. I said, listen, Maxwell, now we actually have to race somebody. I've given you the data of sucking. I've given you the data of sucking with more power. Let's bring those two together and give me something that's going to go A to B and shave a bunch of tenths off. So Maxwell got on the keyboard, made some adjustments with his fat paws, and this was our second round. That dog is a fucking legend.
You mean this guy?
Yeah, that shaved bastard. No, he looks way better than that now, you dick.
Okay. No, that's yesterday's picture. That's what he still looks like.
No.
Yeah.
Leaf spring for life. Anyway, that pass, straight fire. A to B, shaved off a whole shit ton of time. We were now in the area we needed to be. I knew now what the surface will take. I knew what to do with what we had going on. So I was very comfortable in moving forward from there. So yeah, good pass, great pass. Actually went faster than expected for what I put in it. So made some adjustments where we could add a little more power because I think there was still more in it. And yeah, we moved on to the finals. Dun, dun, dun. The finals. Terry's favorite. This is when Terry.
Let's
Pop.
just Dylan's next. He went from he's like a Sour Patch Kid. He came out here, he was super fucking nice, and within 37 seconds.
Dylan, we like to live on the edge of dangerous.
It's for
you understand?
science.
He doesn't get it. It's gambling. You just throw RPM at it and you hope. You're like, will it leave here or will it leave there? We'll never know. Fuck, I look like I'm in a cave now. Hold on a second. I gotta turn on the overhead light. Stand by. Terry, take over. We're into the finals.
The finals? The finals was my favorite part of the entire night. Let's be honest. It was controversial.
All right, that's better. See?
To say the least.
What'd you say?
What?
Scumbag?
Nothing. You'll have to just play it back. Watch yourself on your Facebook.
Yeah. I'll watch my personal stream on my Facebook. That's just for me. All right. Final round. We pulled, Matt Granby was the final car, final boss, as they say. I knew it would be a good race. Matt's car was going fast too. We had a general idea of the times he was running. I knew the times we were running, it would be close for sure, but we had to get the light. That was the biggest thing I told myself when I came up to the line. I said, listen, you cannot be sleeping on the light this time. Okay? Make sure as soon as you see that light, let go of the fucking button because there is a slight delay in the truck, obviously. As soon as you see that flash go, boom, let go of the trans brake and let her eat. And fucking, we've got this. Like, I was very confident in our tune-up. So, this was our final race. Went exactly how I planned. Catch a good light. Fucking spun a little on the hit. It might have been a little spicy there, but the timing retard caught it and then full send to the back of the track. Ran a great mile an hour. Was very happy with everything. Then I'm coming back towards the thing, and I noticed something a little fishy because I was like, why did the light flash twice? I'm like, that's weird. Did he bring it up and like hit the light and then it shut off and then he turned it back on again? I was like, it had to have been because I saw 2 flashes of that light. And I was like, sometimes, those lights, maybe he didn't press the button hard enough and he let go and it shut off and then he hit it again. And I was like, it's okay. I left on the first light. I'm good. No problem.
Sure.
And then Trevor comes back as I'm coming to the pits and he goes, you jumped. And I said, there's no fucking way. I waited for that light to come on, and as soon as it did, I let go of the button. And he's like, no, they're calling you a jump. And I'm like, okay, pay the money then for the jump camera, whatever it is. I'm 100% sure I left on that first light. And then I told Trevor, I said, did you see 2 lights when he did? And he's like, yeah, there's something. I saw it flash, and I was like, okay. I'm like, good thing I had my GoPro helmet. Like, I run the GoPro for our YouTube videos. So I said, I know I saw 2 lights. I'm going to go to the trailer now, download this video because it's super easy to do on my phone. And I'm just going to look at the video from my view in the car. No problem. I went to the thing and then Jeremy called me and goes, yeah, they're saying you jumped and this and that. I'm like, I went off the first fucking light. And he's like, what do you mean first light? I said, the first fucking light. And they're like, no, there was only 1 light. And I'm like, this is fucked up. All right, whatever. Download the fucking video on my phone. Fast forward to where we're doing the starting line procedure. And this is what I had, I guess, on my GoPro.
Be quick on the light, my man. Be quick on the light. Let's go.
Two lights. I'm like, I know I didn't fucking hallucinate.
2 lights.
I saw the light come on. I let go of the button. And then I saw another light come on. And I was like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I left on the light.
You're the last guy to bump in. You're expecting a light.
I was watching
You're
his
ready.
hand like fucking my eyeballs could have popped out of my head. You can even hear myself talking to myself at the line. I'm like, watch the light. Watch the light. As soon as that light fucking flickers on, let go of that button. Do not be fucking late. Well, okay. What the fuck, right? I'm like, what the fuck happened? Okay, fair enough. Whatever. I'm looking at it again, and it's hard on your phone, right? It's a little small, but it's definitely a fucking light or of some kind. So then Jeremy goes, I get to the starting line. I bring the fucking film with me on my phone. I understand the fucking rules. They say you got to go off the jump camera. I'm not protesting the fucking the wheel brake, any of that. If they didn't see the second light, now I'm confused at what the fuck, right? Like, how does that make any sense? You're messaging Jeremy, you're sending pictures from the live. It's the same fucking thing, right? Like, I'm like, what is going on? Same thing, right? There's a light, then it goes dull, then light again. So I'm like, okay, no problem. We'll settle this, whatever it may be. You know me, I'm irrational. I don't come up yelling, fucking throwing shit, bring 30 people to the fucking thing, and blah, 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 start freaking out. No problem. I said, I'll go up there, show what's going on, and we'll see what we can do or whatever, right? I mean, I'm not the one running the race, but I know what I saw, and it's clear as day on this video. There's nothing more to like that I can do. Go up there. Now, the track's going right away. We only use the jump camera. I said, okay, I'm not protesting the jump on the second light. The problem is there was a first light. I'm not disputing that I was already gone on the second one. That's not the issue to me. I'm not disputing a tire crack. I'm just saying I got a first light. Maybe he didn't. So now I'm looking around and I'm looking at the floodlight that's up there, and it's fucking bright. Like it's a legit LED tower light, whatever you want to call it. And I'm looking at the video and slowly, and I'm like, it had to be then a reflection of the way he tilted the flashlight, which is not on Alex. See, this is the thing. I'm not blaming Alex, but I think it was at minimum a point of discussion. That could have been, instead of just blowing me off and saying, we looked at the jump camera, it's a jump, you jumped. But I'm like, that's not really technically fair.
Right.
Because I got a flashlight before that. It might not have been your flashlight, but it was just as fucking bright.
Yeah.
Like it
and
flashed
it looked the
and
same.
then it flashed
exactly the same. Yeah.
It was identical. So that's all I wanted. I just wanted to say, look, man, I even told him up there, I said, I'm not asking you to change I just want a discussion about this. Like, I think it deserved a rerun because it's not technically my fault. It's not Alex's fault. It's just one of those fucked up things. Like, it's the universe's fault at that time. And that's the thing. I wasn't blaming Alex because I know Alex was a little hurt today. He's like, oh, I don't know what you're saying that I fucked things up. I didn't say you fucked it up, and I didn't say you hit the light. It was a reflection, but it's still a circumstance of fuckery that deserves to be looked at. I'll put it that way. I'm a very calm person. I don't come up yelling. I don't even fight people normally with calls that are made. I've been screwed in the past many times, and I come on here and I vent. This is my platform to vent. But I never cause a big deal at the track. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to come grab you by the throat and fucking start threatening you and shit like that because that's just not me. But in the same sentence, like, one of these days, do I ever get a fucking break on anything, or do I just fucking have to put my tail between my legs every time? Because it seems like the guys who fucking do that shit and swarm people and yell and this and that, somehow it pulls it off for them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting to the point now that I'm like, I got to be a fucking asshole like the rest of these guys, and I don't want to be like that. I don't want my crew to start yelling at people. I don't want fights to break out. I don't want people to get hurt. Like, I have an extremely short temper. I'm a very nice person inside, but if shit pops off, I'm probably going to jail. I'll be flat out honest about that. My younger years were much fucking worse than I'm a father now, you know, I'm old. I don't want those problems, so I try to avoid those problems. But in the same sentence, at what point do I get a fucking break on anything? We've had things in the past where flashlights have been shown. I wait for the light. I leave. The other guy jumps because he sees the flashlight coming up. And then we review the tape. We can see the flashlight. He says, look, dude, I saw the light. I agree with him. Yeah, I saw the light too, but I waited for the flashlight. We rerun it. I don't argue.
Right.
I say, I get it. It's a fucking technicality. But when it's Mike's turn to fucking get fucked, Mike just bends over and eats it every time. And that's what pisses me off. And some people are like, well, what does it matter? It's only money. Who cares? You know, blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you why I care. This is why I care. See, I knew I'd get a little heated. Okay, breathe. Anyway, so no, I'm not mad at Alex. Alex didn't make a single mistake outside of not even giving me an opportunity to meet with the drivers and have a discussion about this.
Yep.
It was just like, you jumped, fuck off.
You jumped.
See you
Your
later.
fault.
I'm a nice guy. I walk away.
Don't jump. That'll fix everything.
That's you're the race master. It's your call. But I'm tired of being the guy who always gets fucked and walks away from everything. Because it's not fair to me. Everyone else seems to get these opportunities and these things. I left on the light. That was the fucking light. It might not have been his problem, but to me, that was not a jump. I was after that first light, if anything. You can see literally in the fucking video, my trans brake lights are still on when that light's on.
Right. That's what I stopped it at. When the light comes on, your trans brake lights are on, so you couldn't have possibly jumped.
I didn't even jump on that first light.
That's what I mean.
I was in between the two lights when my truck left. I was like, Jeremy said I was like a fold away on the second light. So if anything, my truck's just laid on the trans brake. I'm not a guy who guesses lights. Like, that's never been my forte. I think the worst way to lose is to lose on a jump. That is absolutely because you just beat yourself. Yeah, see? And then he says I'm whining. Okay, now I'll show you why I'm whining. This is what pisses me off too when people say comments like that. Because when you show up to a race and get paid to be there, it's very different than when you're paying to be there. Those are two very drastic differences. So what people consider whining, I don't consider whining. Where did I put this? All right. This is what, oh no, maybe I didn't download. Oh yeah, I did. Here you go.
Money don't jiggle, jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle, for sure. It makes me want to dribble, dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6'2" in a compact, no slack. But luckily the seats go back. I got a knack to relax in my mind. I'm sipping some red wine. I sit bruised from chalices, holding my palate.
It cost me $1,375 this weekend to go racing at TMP. $1,375. So when you get cheated out of, not cheated, but I'm not even going to call it cheated because it's not cheated. When something that fuckery happens and you don't have an actual chance to race, yeah, it hurts me. I'm not made of fucking money. I know people joke around and they're like, oh, money Mike, money this, money that. It's all bullshit. This shit costs a lot of money to go to and do these things. And when you put in the work, the money, the fucking time, you can call it whining, you can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. I have a lot invested in this program. This has basically been my life for the last 3 years. So if it pisses me off a little bit when this shit goes on like this, then call it whining. I don't give a fuck. Then I'm a whiny, Karen fucking little bitch. I could care less. All I asked for was a little bit of respect to just have a fucking meeting after and say, hey, look, bro, you know, bring the drivers together. Have any kind of fucking anything. Because it was a fucked up circumstance. And again, I'm not blaming him. He didn't do anything wrong. It's just a reflection off his light, but it's still fucked up on my behalf.
Sure.
Why do I lose out on all that money because of a fucking error? It wasn't my error. I left on the fucking light I was shown. There's no jump on my end. I don't give a fuck what I have it clear as day. I didn't make that video up. I didn't AI fucking put it together. It's even on the live feed. Like it's on every single thing in that lane because of the reflection of that light. Any single driver, and that's why I put out the post again. It's like, oh, this guy's whining. He put up the post. I just want to make sure that I'm not the only one that would have left on that light. You know, I make mistakes too. I'm not a perfect person by any means. But anyone who saw that fucking video said, yeah, I would have left on that light too. It's fucking bright and it fucking, boom, it popped like a light, like a flashlight. So, okay, I'm a whiny bitch then, I guess. I don't know. But are we not allowed to fucking be pissed off about things? Like, again, I'm the only one that's not allowed to be mad. I'm not allowed to contest things. I just got to show up, donate, and fucking go home. So that's what pissed me off. Yeah. Yes, you're right, Alex. The light came on once. The second one is a figment of our imagination.
Yeah, I think that's the issue. I think that there's no consideration. There's no looking at it and saying, hey, if Alex was sitting in your truck and saw the same two lights that you saw, he would have went. If Jasper saw the same lights, he would have went. If Dylan saw those same lights, he would have went. You can't just say, hey, my light only came on once. And that's it. That's final. Like anybody in the left lane then is getting a glare from the left side, and that's not on anybody. That's pretty silly to say.
I don't know. I've always tried to be a racer with integrity and do things like I said. We had that grudge race with Batista. His car blew up. I'm not going to take money from people. If something fucked up like this happened in the other lane, I would run it back. I've done it fucking multiple times to prove myself. I've never been the guy when people's cars break, I wait the extra time. I've always been a person of integrity to fucking let's see who wins this race. You know what I mean? If you pull up to the line and your shit's broken, I'll give you as much time as the promoter will let me give you. And all I ask for is the same respect. But it did kind of piss me off that when I went up, it was just like, oh, it doesn't matter what your video shows. Our jump camera shows one light. Fuck you, basically. And I didn't make a scene there. I walked away. I said, okay, I get it. You guys only run, which I agree to. You guys run the jump camera. That's fine. I just wanted to show you that from that side of the track, it's a completely different story. And any racer on that property would have left on that same light. Unless they were really fucking sleeping and blinked at the time that it didn't go off. But that's what made me angry about all this. And like I said, it's not Alex's fault. I've never said it was. I never said he hit the light twice. I've never claimed that. I completely understand it was a reflection. I was just hoping to get a little more respect and, you know, at least some kind of resolution other than, no, we looked at the jump camera, you jump, see you later. Especially with the evidence I had. It wasn't like, you know, it's hard to see that. It's pretty fucking clear. So, anyway, hopefully people have learned from my losses and I will move on from today. But luckily I have this beautiful show that we get to talk on, and this is my my safe place to vent about things and bitch and cry and cause drama, but it is what it is. Alex is going to change his light now. I suggested maybe putting a green film over it, so when the light goes on, it's green. Like Limpy does. Limpy has different lights for different times. I don't think I've ever seen glare off his headlamp before in my experience racing with him. And yeah, we move forward from here. That's it. That's kind of the end of the fucking thing for me. But that's why I was a little heated today or yesterday or whatever fucking day it is now. And I hope moving forward that no one else has to go through the same thing. Because it sucks, honestly. It sucks to be in the finals like that. And I know you were very happy about it as you were texting me the whole ride home, Terry.
No, I'm still confused. But we'll chat later.
Don't do that. Alex and I are friends. This is not anything against Alex. It's just disappointing. I'll say that. You know when your parents tell you you're disappointed in you? They're not mad. They're disappointed. But that's where I am at in Ontario racing here. That I don't deserve anything like a fuck off. That's what I get. So Terry, from now on, I'm changing up our racing program. I'm going to pack bail money in the trailer.
Hey, there we go.
So that you'll be ready.
We'll just let Gator off.
Now on, when these calls happen to me, I'm going 4 deep with some of the 4 biggest dudes that I know. And we're going to do what everyone else does. We're going to try to bully our way to the calls. I'm not going to be quiet anymore. I'm not going to be nice anymore. I might not, because obviously this isn't working for my program. So now we're going to be assholes. If you break at the line, too bad for you. I'm going to fucking send it. No, first, I'm going to do what other people have done to me and tell me, yeah, man, you got time to fix it, and then roll through the beams and fucking hit it. See you later. And we're going to change our racing style. So fuck around and find out, like Gator said. Because I think that's the norm now. That's where we're at. So maybe we'll get better results this time. Dylan, you're always welcome on my team. You know that. Dylan might not be a big guy, but he's feisty. Anyway, I'm just kidding. It is what it is. We move on. Next race is going to be probably KD for me. I know they do front side next weekend. We were going to fuck around. Oh, you're on Team Trevor now? We were going to fuck around and run the 650 class next weekend in John's thing just for fun, but I'm just not in the mood.
Okay.
I think we're going to win. Don't say that. That's not nice. It's still a good event.
650.
Yeah, I don't know. Moving forward, I'm definitely going to have to, I don't know. I'm getting tired, man. Honestly, I'm getting tired of all this shit. It seems to be a lot of the same now. Our program is good. It's gotten a lot better than it has been, but it's costing a lot of money every weekend. And I don't know. I'm just losing that drive, I guess you'd call it. I've really been thinking about what we talked about over the winter, and it keeps coming full circle back to me. There's a lot of things I'd like to do in my life, and I spend 90% of my time getting the truck ready for racing, traveling, racing, fixing the truck, getting the truck ready, working on testing. It basically absorbs 95% of my life outside of work. So the other 5% is my son's baseball, which I do enjoy, and I should start going to more of that and less of this. So I apologize to any of our fans, but this may be rotating in a different direction one of these days. But we're still going to do cool shit. I have big plans for some cool shit. Oh my God, what are all these comments? Oh, I don't even want to go back in time here. There's a lot. Is there anything I need to address?
No. Nope.
Dylan, I've worked very hard at doing that, and we have won some races, but at the end of the day, unless you're winning like these giant races that they have, which we're definitely not fast enough to compete in, like the what's that shit they're doing now, the $100,000 deals, like Street Outlaws stuff.
I'm surprised Dylan is back from that. I'm sure he was there.
Yeah, like I also know where I am in the pecking order here. We have this is exactly on point. See, Ben knows. This is my therapy. This is how we started Sundays. Not even Sundays. This is how we started the Instagram lives. It was just a place to vent and where all our friends could vent, and we could just come on here and talk as much shit as we want, air it all out. Monday, new week. Ben, you hit it right on the head. This is my therapy. I like talking to all my friends on here. And comments like this. They make me laugh. Gator, let's be on. Terry, where'd you put Alex's hat? Did you burn it last night?
It's here. I just had to go through all my sponsors this week.
Oh, your weekly sponsors?
I washed my truck today. Dripping Wet Detail Supplies. See that plug I just put there? Thank you.
I never said you were scared, but I have seen decisions sway different ways when enough people complain. That's facts.
Every time. If it was on the other side of the track when that double flash happened, it would have been a totally different story.
100%.
We would have reran.
100%. And I would have probably reran it.
Thank you.
When I saw that video, I would have been like, yeah, I see why you left. I get it.
Yeah, you would have left too. You could put yourself in that spot. But
I always put myself in everyone's spot.
It sucks.
Because I
nobody else
get
can do
it.
that.
Nobody wants to lose a race like that. I think it's a bullshit fucking way to lose. But again, I don't run the race. I'm just the plug donating. I'm just there to hand out money because I got so much of it. I might have had so much of it 5 years ago. How long we've had that truck?
5 years.
5 years, yeah. I had lots of money 5 years ago. That thing has depleted my
4 or 5.
fucking everything. Oh, yes. SGMP this year. I am pumped about that. Fall Brawl 5 is going to be epic. Front side and backside. I've been trying to find a track to do front side and backside on the same weekend. And I think they did one backside race one time in Georgia at SGMP, I believe. Outside of that, it's never been run. So it's going to be good.
What do you think Dylan's excuse is going to be for not coming? Because now we'll have front side for his pro mod, backside. I mean, he really doesn't have an excuse, but I guess he could think of one. He's got time.
I don't know what his excuse will be this time. I mean, Florida is far for him. I understand that. He's from Indiana. That is a track.
We moved it
Georgia
to
is a little closer, though.
We moved it to Georgia for him, just for Dylan.
For him.
We did front and backside so he can pick and choose. Soccer. Don't read all those comments.
That I agree with too. I like racing. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of all the different times I've had shit happen. The 20-hour drive might keep him away.
No,
I was excited for Magnolia. Rented track Thursday to test stator swap. Went from a force capable stator to a limiter running at 575. Buddy,
that's us.
Trust me, we feel you. We have been through.
On the road? That's a bad. Yeah, okay. How much? Yeah, okay.
Poor Chris. Don't do that to Chris. Chris is a nice guy. No, Chris,
yeah.
we're not.
We'll try. We'll do our best.
Yeah, we'll try to vote. Yeah, that might not be a wise choice. Yeah, Dylan, I've been there many times. That's basically my whole winter. We were changing stators every Saturday morning to try to do something different than it was doing. And it's a nightmare when you're in that position. Speaking of which, for KD, I think, I am going to send out that data from the weekend to the converter that's in the truck now and see what they think about it. I don't really like what I saw on there. I think we're blowing through it again with more power because we added more power out back, more than I normally run, to try to see if it would take it really.
Sure.
And it's not overly happy about that. So I'm going to send him that data, and I think I might try the Duck Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
I might bring back the Duck Hunter with the shimming and the different stator I put in it.
Oh, so the Duck Hunter 2.0.
Yeah, Duck Hunter 2.0, and try that at St. Thomas to get ready for KD, because I have a feeling the Duck Hunter converter will be better for that place. Because it doesn't seem like we can add more to the one I have now. It's not happy when I squeeze it harder. I'll put it that way. I want to be able to squeeze it harder, especially at KD. We're going to need more. So this time we don't end up in the first grass. We end up going down the other side of the hill.
You got to stop that truck.
Yeah, it's better now. A lot of it was those brakes. The rotors were so warped that the pads, I think, were only touching like
every bit of the rotor.
Like it wasn't touching the pad properly, so it had no squeeze on it.
Yeah.
Bunker Hill. Terry ain't gonna let you anywhere near that truck. I'll promise you that.
I'll find something for him to do.
Maybe watch the trailer. Terry ain't gonna let you near that truck. KD wouldn't even let me near the truck.
No, not
He's
on
like,
race day.
take your fucking laptop, go in your trailer, and fuck off.
Go sit in the air conditioning, close the
He
door.
wouldn't even
and
tell me
go.
the tire pressure he set anything at.
You don't need to know.
This motherfucker was setting everything, shocks, everything himself.
I
I'm
watch
like,
the videos and then do the changes. It's fine.
well, it worked, so. Poor Alex. It's not Alex's fault. Like I said. Watchdie told me this weekend you were going to cheat and fuck me somehow.
I saw that.
Yeah. He messaged me. He said, Alex got a plan to fuck you over. And I said, he wouldn't do that to me.
Strategically placed LED light plants. Mm-hmm.
Strategically
He was
placed.
way ahead of us on that.
Fuck. Who would have thought, eh?
Who got that? Who got that ball washer award? I saw.
Yeah,
them.
nobody. I don't know what that post was.
I think they got
That's
scared.
a good question.
I think they got scared.
Yeah, I was waiting on that too. I was like, who's going to be the biggest ball washer award?
I
was hoping it was me, so at least I could leave with something.
No, he said you were safe.
Yeah, but I don't know what does ball washer mean? Does that mean like you I don't know. I don't know the definition. Does that mean like you're hanging on someone else's nuts? Or you're just like a dick?
Great. Good.
Yeah, awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Like I said, I don't want anyone to ever have to be in that situation because it's shitty. And if you make those changes, then that's amazing. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. I've calmed down now. The Angry Orchards, see, they spike.
Then they just level off.
And then they level off.
Not like that soju. Remember that soju you had that one time?
When the soju ramps in, you ain't shutting that off. That shit is crazy.
We built condos all night long.
Mike, you got it. How about this, Emmett? I'll come and your dad can run the 650 index with his S10 and I'll be a crew guy for once.
Hell yeah.
Except I can't tune carburetors. I think he's got a fucking carburetor on that thing.
I don't know what that
I'll
is.
just stand there with my science outfit on and 2 flat blade screwdrivers and be like this.
I keep my cold foods in those, I think.
We need to turn this one up and turn this one down, and tweak this one, dump some fuel in there, ether. Everyone in the comments can tell me to go fuck myself. Why? Who's telling you to go fuck yourself? Oh, there's the definition. So it might be me. I could have won the ball washer award.
I didn't hear anybody that got it, so I was just wondering.
Fuck, I really wanted some kind of award. I'd take that and hang that in the shop if I won that. I'd be proud of that. Hopefully it's like a trophy with a set of balls.
He loves them trophies.
Oh, I'll take any trophy you can. Fucking biggest Karen in Ontario award. If someone makes it, I'll put it in the shop.
Absolutely.
With pride. I'll put it right at the front. I don't give a fuck. I'm surprised we've never seen a fight at the track. There've been a few close calls, but
I mean, you
there was this one time. There was
Orlando.
a very close time. Now this goes again back when I was a little younger. We went to. They used to have airport arm drops here in Ontario at the Picton Airport. Some people in the comments will remember this. They used to do the Picton arm drops, and it wasn't like a no prep. It was no prep because you were at the airport. It was complete. It was like early day no prep. But it wasn't cash days. Like there was no, I think they did it for trophies back then. There wasn't any money or anything, but a lot of people just went to grudge race because it was like street racing. And I remember I showed up late and it was a very tight community of like the people from that area. They're very east of here. So like it was like pulling into TMP. Imagine if you were from out of town. Like everyone kind of knew each other. So anyway, I pull into this place. This is the first time I've ever been here. I was like, this is so sick. They got arm drops. I brought some money. I was like, let's grudge race some guys. We'll walk around, like look at cars and like try to do like a farm truck and Asian kind of deal. You know what I mean? Pick on a couple. I had a street car then. So, Yeah, so I go to pull in this fucking spot. It's a wide open spot, and this guy comes out losing his mind. Like, you motherfucker, you can't park here. This is for such and such guy, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, is this guy talking to me? Like, it was so, like, abundantly, and my buddy's behind me. And then he gets out of the truck, and he's like, my buddy is not a fighter. Like, he is far from, he's like Alex. You know what I mean? He acts tough,
No,
but really,
I don't know
when
what you
push
mean.
comes to shove, he won't throw. So, you like that quick Alex chirp I threw in there? So he gets out of the car, and he's like, man, what the fuck's the problem, this and that? And he gets in my buddy's face. So then I jump out of the truck, and this guy's just going off because we were trying to park. And I was so confused at why he was so mad, because there was a wide open spot. But I guess he wanted to park his car beside his trailer. But there were not many spots here. Like, the place was full. And we had a car trailer. It was me and my buddy. And he was like, you can take that spot, and I'll go find one further down. Anyway, long story short, this guy just starts popping off. So now I can feel my back of my eyeballs start fucking burning. And I'm like, oh, God, this is about to get real bad real quick. And I'm not the one. I'll never throw a first punch because I never want to be in that situation, because at that point, then you can get charged. It's a very bad practice. I'd rather wait for him to swing and then go from there. But this guy was so heated. I remember that was the closest I've ever been to in a fight in the track. Like, you know, when you're touching noses, and I'm like, please swing. Please swing. The whole time I was like, please swing. And my buddy's holding my shirt, and it just fucking, I've never seen a guy so angry about parking. But outside of that, you never see any kind of you see a lot of people get in each other's faces and stuff, but it's all bullshit.
No, we had the New York flagger guy punch somebody a year ago or so. No,
Which New York? Oh yeah,
he punched a guy out, and then we had.
I wasn't there. I'm saying
No.
places I've been.
Were we at the one where
Dylan almost got in a fight in Grand Bend, but that was just people yelling at each other.
Were we at the one where I won't say any names? The big muscular guy never wears a t-shirt. Got a pro mod. He punched that guy going up the hill.
Yes.
War in the Woods.
I saw the aftermath of that, but I didn't see the actual.
He laid a guy out walking
That's
up that
true.
ramp.
So yeah, I guess there are actually a few. The problem I would see at War in the Woods is you never know. I see a lot of guys walking around War in the Woods fucking strapped.
It's
I guess it's open carry state.
It's
right?
America.
No,
It's
but
America.
I mean it's open carry.
I don't know about their state, but
Well, it must be because they were fucking walking around like cowboys with the fucking
well,
shit hanging off the belt.
that's how we roll.
I know it's weird to me being Canadian, growing up here. Like that stuff still kind of is like, oh, I'm like, oh, that guy's a cop, and he's like fucking 18 years old. I'm like, that guy ain't no cop. I've gotten a little more used to it now coming down to Florida because you guys love your fucking guns too.
Yep.
Speaking of which, we got to go shooting when I come back down there. At some point. I love that shit. I went one-handed shooting with my buddy who moved down there from Canada. You ever done that?
One-handed shooting?
Yeah, you can only use one hand. You can't stabilize. Like, you have to literally, with a pistol, one hand. It's a competition. Like, they actually do that.
I mean, I see it in the Olympics.
No, but he was like part of this gun club. Okay, so he takes me to this gun club. The first time I came down there to Florida, he's like, hey, man, you want to go shooting? He's like, my buddy is part of this gun club. And I'm like, okay, I'm down with that. So we get there, and it's a fucking, I guess that day was a competition, so it wasn't free shooting. So you had to enter the competition in order to go shooting.
Did the real guys wear eye patches?
Yes, some of them, yeah. It was like legit.
Fucking gay.
But you had to shoot 4 different handguns, if I recall, like a 9mm, a 22, a 45, and like a 357 or something like that, like revolver style. That fucking revolver will put some work on your wrist when you one-hand shoot, though. I'll tell you that. That fucker, you better be holding on because that's a wrist breaker. The other ones weren't so bad. I mean, a 9mm feels like you're shooting a pellet gun.
Yeah.
But that 357, I remember that was the last one. And I did actually really well on that. I was pretty good. All those years of Call of Duty, really dial you in. when you're playing pistols and knives. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun that day. I actually made it pretty far in this fucking competition. Coming from a guy who'd never really shot before, but I knew the general basics. You had to first go like this to the side.
Yeah, no, of course. You had to click clack it. Usually
Yeah,
you do them, bang them together like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Drop both magazines out the bottom and look like a real fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Idiots.
I've calmed down now. Blood pressure's back down to normal. We had a spike, but now we're back. We're calm again. Back to calm.
Regular.
We're back to regular. Welcome to America. I love America. You guys are doing things right. I'll tell you that. I'm not going to get into any political stuff, but we got major problems up here. If you guys think California is bad, anyone who thinks California is bad, don't come to Canada. It is way worse. If you can shoot a single action well, the rest are easy. I agree. 100%. Oh, let's get a dingo review. Terry, how's the market looking on the dingo these days? Any bites? Someone offer you a Harley Davidson, a couple boats? What kind of offers we got on the dingo?
I've had I had a large boat. I don't know anything about boats, but it was a large center console boat.
That's not a bad trade.
I've had a regular cab short bed, but it has no motor in it. I can have the motor with it, but it's not in it. Like I got to put the shit all together.
And he wants the dingo in trade for that?
Yeah.
No, that's a bad trade. What motor?
I've had I got a picture of it. I'm sure he told me.
Was it a nice truck?
Let's just move on past that. You're not getting the regular cab short bed. I'm not trading my dingo and then
what kind of short bed we got? What are we talking here?
I got pictures of it. He literally just checked in with me the other day to say, hey.
Send me the nudes on that one.
I got a fully restored old Volkswagen Bug. It's beautiful. I'll give the guy that. It is a very nice.
Is he Cuban?
Vehicle. No, he was a white guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Cubans are white.
And I had
white guy.
What do you mean Cubans are white?
Cubans are white people. Are they not?
I'm not going to do this with you. This is recorded.
I know.
We're not going to go down that. We're not going to do that.
All right. Anyway,
I had some weird bus thing that was like a party bus.
Job?
Yeah, it was. I don't know what
bus.
it was. I don't know what it was. It was a really, really old, flat front, large bus, like a VW style bus, but bigger. I don't know who makes it.
Okay.
I can probably find it, but fully decked out inside, LED lights, murals, couches. I mean, some things. This thing had been through some stuff.
You
What
didn't
else?
want that?
I got a low ball offer once. I told him no. It wasn't like a, I don't want to call it a bang bus because it was a nice bus. Yeah, I don't know.
Everyone's saying stay away from the boat. Boat's a bad plan.
I agree, especially because I'm not going out on a fucking boat. So
could it have been the bang bus from all those videos? Because that is shot in Miami. So it's quite possible. I mean, I've never seen any of them personally, but I've heard that that's where they're shot at.
I'm going to find it.
Cubans are brown. Oh, okay.
Cubans are brown. What?
That's what the chat says.
Oh, I fucking found it.
Oh, did you? Post it up.
I'm gonna.
Attaboy. Yeah, post up. Let's see some of these offers you got.
I don't know why you're doing this to me right now.
I like this shit. I like to see what people offer. Okay, so I got my Bobcat up for sale. Same thing. I just wanted to see. I priced it really high on the market here, and just for fun to see. I love actually Marketplace. I like the guy who messages you, goes, "Hey man, serious offer," and he offers you 50% of your asking price.
Thank you.
That's one of my Marketplace favorites. I've gotten an offer for Harley. Harley's always a big one. Do you get a lot of Harley offers? Like,
no.
I don't know why Harley guys in Canada are always trying to offload their bikes. Every last thing I've ever tried to sell, I always get 4 to 5 different Harleys. They're like, hey, man, you want to, like, I know what the fuck they are. They're like, you want a Harley Iron Horse Mach 2-6 fucking, and I'm like, bro, I don't know shit about Harleys. I rode street bikes. I know those a little bit, but even then, I'm not like a bike guy. And not only that, when you offer a guy a Harley, how do you even know he has his bike license? Like, if you don't have a bike license, what are you gonna do with a Harley? Oh yeah,
They don't
sweet,
care.
dude. I'd love your Harley just to put in my living room and polish it. Terry, you want a Sonata? We got an offer in the chat for a Sonata, as long as you take over the payments.
No. The fucking Sonata.
Was the bang bus full of baby oil?
I just closed everything here. Fuck.
Attaboy.
You
Terry,
guys.
we got a snowmobile up for the dingo.
Again, I don't know.
I think a snowmobile would be a great investment for Florida.
I mean,
As long as it can run on water, we're good. Yeah. I have some tires and wheels up for 400 and got offered 100. Oh, it happens like all the time. But the funny thing is, I got another funny story. I always got good stories. One time this guy, oh, he was so mad. While Terry gets his shit together here with his pictures. This one time I got an offer. I think I was selling one of my Mustangs, and this guy offered me literally half of what I was asking. And I was so tired of dealing with people on Marketplace. I was like, you know what, dude? I'm desperate. I wrote this whole spiel. I said, listen, dude, I've been trying to sell this thing. If you're serious about that offer, I'm more than happy to take that, and I'll certify it. And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, awesome. When do you want to meet? I said, make sure you bring cash. And he's like, no problem. What's the address? So I send him an address. When do you want to meet? I said, meet me. I got to meet early because I work Saturdays. Meet me at 6:30 a.m. at this address. I'll bring the car with the certification, title, everything. Done deal. Let's make a deal. Okay. Saturday morning comes, and I'm like, this guy's never going to go there. This fucking guy messages me. He goes, I'm here. Where do you want to meet? And I go, where are you? He goes, I'm here at Yuck Yuck's fucking comedy club. I said, oh, perfect. You're at the right spot.
oh no.
And he goes, what do you mean? I said, well, with the jokes you got, I thought you'd like to get a part-time job at Yuck Yuck's. So just wait. They open at 9 a.m. This guy fucking went off. He's like, you motherfucker made me come. I drove an hour and 45 minutes, blah, blah, blah. I said, next time don't make stupid-ass fucking offers, and you won't waste your time like you waste mine. And that was the last I heard of him. But I guarantee that guy had an hour and 45-minute drive home that he was not happy about. It was great, though. I slept
Probably
so good that morning after
felt
that
the same way
conversation.
you-
I was like, at least I got one of them.
He probably felt the same as you did riding home Saturday night.
Yeah, probably. Fucking asshole.
I'm just saying. Look at this thing.
Oh, you didn't trade?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Look
buddy.
at this bad boy.
That you could have taken the whole family in that, and then
Listen.
I could have taken it on the weekend, dark tinted those windows, and made some fucking money out of that thing.
Me and you sitting up front right here. Watch. What do you think?
I don't know about long drives in that, but I could definitely go around the block.
Well, if you're worried about comfort, just wait for this. I mean,
How did you not?
I mean, can you imagine?
What is the cash offer on that deal?
Could you imagine how sick that would be?
Your kids would have, well, okay, first of all, the back of that thing, I would have definitely got deloused and desanitized before.
You think
like,
there's
my
been
there's
a couple
some shit
miles
that's gone down in there. 100%. That is 100% guaranteed that there has been some movie shot in that.
I'm just saying. I mean, it was a cool van. Like I said, I don't know what the hell it even is, but
Is he willing to take a cash offer for that?
I'm
And if
sure
so,
that he
how
is.
much?
I'm sure that he is.
We
But-
have to acquire that, Terry. That would be legendary. Show up at the track in that, like Dumb and Dumber in there. Oh my God. Probably get arrested driving that. Do you imagine how big I would look sitting in the front of that thing?
No.
It would fit you perfectly, but
Take it easy, okay?
Or Buick? Buick would be
Buick.
at home in there.
Buick, he could move all
He
of
could
his
live
stuff
in the back of that thing. That is impressive. Gator probably didn't even get to see that, or she would have been all about that.
Yeah, we don't let her see things like that.
Imagine going out Saturday night, Nat. I could have sat in the back. Oh, that thing's mint. I would have definitely. Yeah, that van is way cooler than your truck by far. Nobody.
Just take it easy, Dylan.
You do not see vans like that just cruising every day.
No,
Especially at night with those red lights on. Woo! The weird thing is it's got no tints. That's definitely sus.
Some people
maybe they don't tint it on purpose because they're scared of getting pulled over in that thing. It's better to keep all the windows clear so you know nobody's up to no fucking weird shit going on. Because if that thing was murdered out, all black, like limo tint in it, you're definitely getting pulled over. 100%. They're going to be like, this guy's either not allowed near schools, he's got a fucking van full of illegals, or he's shooting some fucking weird shit. They open the back door and you're in there fucking taking pictures of your feet and like whipped cream.
You do what you got to do. $20 is $20.
Oh, they even noticed it had a bottle opener on the dash. Bring that back up. Let's see that interior one more time. Do I got access to this? Oh my God, look at that beauty. Look at that center console.
You guys
that shit is custom.
Dude. You guys ain't right.
Look at the brass knuckle shifter. Oh, dude. I don't know. That would have been a tough one for me to say no to. I've never been offered something cool like that.
A guy named Aurelio offered me $300. I never responded, but he offered me $300.
Hey, man, you know what you do? You got any fucking comedy clubs?
Comedy? Yes.
Yeah, you got any comedy clubs in the Fort Myers area? Just pass me your messenger. I'll solve all these issues for you. People be warned. If you send out stupid offers like that, sometimes you're going to get burnt.
You got to shoot your shot, though.
Hey, you do, but within reason. Like, I'm always for a deal. I never pay what people are asking. That's a given. But like maybe 500 off, or $1,000, or when you get there, you see a bunch of shit you got to fix. What are you laughing about?
Just going back and looking at all these offers.
Oh, it's got the engines. Oh, the engine's like the old ones where it's like underneath and back. Must be an engine cover. Oh, yeah, Terry, we could have put a rear engine in there. No, you can't mess up that back of that truck. Oh, Limpy would have loved that. Imagine we pick Limpy up at the airport, and that van has so many. Give me that guy's info.
I've got it.
All right, send me his link.
Man, I'm trying to download this other fucking.
Yeah, I thought so. It's like the old Chevy vans. Cash is king. It's very true. Imagine how slow that fucking thing is, though. Oh my God, it'd be painful. Get on I-75 and that thing probably matted, and you're just like, lucky if it hits 55. The Limpy limo. Limpy would have loved that. If we came to the airport in that thing and fucking threw that slider open and he saw that couch in the back like that where he could just chill, that would have been epic.
We're not doing that ever.
Brad's giving us ideas already. See? We can shove a small block forward in that thing. You can add oil while driving. Perfect. Whose thing is no name? Random. That's
Nobody
it?
nobody could hear you.
Oh. What was that? Stock block 6-liter?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Play that again. I didn't see the actual truck. All I saw was the engine.
Damn it. Nobody can hear you. I already told you that once. It mutes
Is
you
that-
for some reason.
Is that truck silver?
Pewter, I would call it.
Oh, fuck no. Can't have it. There's.
We call it pewter.
I've been looking for a short ball. Okay.
Is it because you think of Charles every time you see it?
No, but good one. I like the tie-in. I've been looking for a short block or short bed, regular cab short box Chevy up north here. Every single one is pewter.
Yeah.
Every one. It's like, oh, this one's for sale. It's a 2002 pewter. This one's for sale. And then any of the ones that are like black, red, blue, rusted shit boxes. It's like, oh, it needs, a new bed. It needs new quarters. That's not the truck for me. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a spotless, not even spotless. It can be high mileage as long as the body is not rotted, because once that starts, I don't give a shit if you cut out the rockers and you fix this. The things, if the rockers have rotted out, that thing's a piece of shit already. So, no offense, but that's not like, you can have high mileage if the body's still great and the frame's still clean and, it's been taken care of or driven in the summer and not taken the Canadian salt bath for the last 25 years. I mean, there's no way your truck is clean if it's been taking salt every winter. That thing's garbage now. They all rot. There's nothing you can do about it. You can rust proof. I did it for years. My dually is, luckily, I take it down south before the salt here, because Canadian salt will absolutely destroy anything. And it's not even the salt now. Now they do a salt brine first, like we're fucking basting the roads first. We got to get them in a nice brine first to really rot your shit up. Once they're well brined, then they just dump. It's like, I guarantee these companies get paid by the ton they dump, so they just let her eat. I've driven down the highway here, and it's like driving down a dirt road.
Just
like a gravel road, and it's salt. I go, why is there so much? And the salt trucks, the road's dry, and the salt truck's doing another lap, just fucking laying it in. I'm like, how much salt do we need?
All of it.
It's like insane, the amount of salt that they use here. To the point that the roads are white, like they're no longer asphalt. Oh my God, this guy. We're just shooting the shit, you fucking big baby. It's pretty crazy, though. He probably lives close to Bonita Springs to you. Is that the truck? I guess. Whose action was that? Yeah, Ontario is really bad with the salt and all that shit. It's wild how much they use here. Some of them do, not many of them. And honestly, I don't know if you've ever seen the undercarriage wash at a lot of these car washes. It's like two sprayers that spray on an angle that literally probably just jam the salt up higher into the frame to really get a good rot going. Honestly, if you drive, like I build a lot of Trackhawks, obviously, and some people use them all year round. It is remarkable the difference. A person can drive their Jeep for one winter here in Ontario, bring it back the next year, and it's already rusting. Like all underneath, all the arms, all the shit is already rusted. And I'm like, that was one winter. And then I have other customers who put their trucks away like before November. The things are brand new underneath. Like everything comes apart beautifully. The minute you drive a car here in Ontario for more than one winter, it's garbage. Like it's already on its way because the salt is jammed up in places that it just starts eating itself. That's why you guys are lucky. But you also have the reverse there. The humidity destroys, and the lake. I love seeing the pickups that that guy has a boat, because literally from the back door onward is destroyed. The truck is rotted. Like the frame you can see like a line where every time he backed that
load
truck
it
into
all down in
the
there.
ocean to put the boat in and then pulled it back out. And
I don't think
50% of that pickup truck is basically turned to dust.
I don't think you're supposed to drive your boat in or your truck in.
Oh, you see people do. I love watching those boat
People are
ramp.
idiots.
You
Oh,
ever
there's
watch those boat ramp videos where guys dump their beautiful lifted
no. I have anxiety.
slime on the
I can't
ramp?
watch it.
Oh,
I can't watch them. The boat ramps are savage.
I like when the drunks come out of boating all day and the guy's trying to hook the boat up and the fucking boat's on a 45 on the trailer and they're falling in the water. And the guy accidentally puts it in reverse, buries the truck in the water. And you're just like, what a mess. Probably easy pickings for a cop just to sit at the boat ramp. Like at the end of the day on a long weekend. That's got to be. Oh, got him. Mosquito. Fluid film. I've tried that before. It doesn't really stop. Nothing stops rust. Yeah, I can believe that. The bridges get chewed up too. Salt is deadly for everything.
Yep.
And what's funny up here is they're pro-environment. Everything is like, oh, God. Like, even now they're saying that they still want to mandate these stupid cars by 2035, that you'll no longer be allowed to own a gas vehicle here in Canada, which is mind-blowing. And, of course, you know, we voted Liberal, so same government, Justin Trudeau 2.0. But where was I going with this? Oh, the salt. The salt does so much damage to the water and shit. Like, it's horrible for the environment. But they still lay it out because salt is money. We got lots of salt here. Salt mines. I've considered selling my car for... Dylan, I've been in the same boat. Trust me. I've been looking at center console.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, you like that? Tied that in. I've been looking. What are those boats I like? The center console Whalers? Boston Whalers. That's a cool boat. I like that. Where you get to sit in the center console and then the front has all this shit. We could have so much fun in Florida, Terry, if we had a boat.
No.
If we pulled a boat with that van.
No.
Hell
Pass.
yeah.
Pass.
Awesome. That is the ultimate rig setup right there.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess here. I don't know. I got to get out of here. I don't have a lot of choice. It's crazy. Oh, he's talking like a boat. One of those ones that costs you
fast boat. Yeah.
That costs you $1,500. It's the same as a race car. Then you're right back into the same shit.
Runs cocaine. Yeah.
You're gonna go across the lake, or is it lakes in Indiana? I guess lakes, right? There's no ocean near them. He's gonna go across a couple of lakes. Boom, $1,500 in fuel gone. My buddy had a big cigar boat. I remember we'd go up to his cottage. Literally, you'd take that thing out for the day, $1,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit! It was cool as shit. I think it had 2 blown 454s on it. Badass unit, but I'm like, I could not afford this lifestyle. You took that thing out for one day, it burned $1,000 in fuel. And not even for the day, like just for like a little half-day rip. Yeah, I guess you're right. It would be a lot more fun. Does this say share a referral link? And what do we get? 10. Oh, wow. Big $10 discount. Level up. Terry, you want $10?
No.
All right. We're not sharing that. That's why he shares it on the table all the time. I was wondering. It works out to X dollars per hour. Yeah. I'm sure there's math on it. Do you need a boat license in Florida? Or you don't need one?
Oh.
I thought you did.
I thought you did too. And I
know
you.
I was watching Cops or something, and
you can go and rent them and shit. And I don't think you need a license for rental. But again, you're just going under their license. But I thought you did. Maybe it's changed, but
you definitely need a license here. Look at
Savages.
these guys are savages on me. What's happening? Isn't William? Is that the bullshit guy?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Check out Alfred. Oh, there we go.
The Chit Show.
It's the Spanish knockoff of the Sunday Night Shit Show.
They're probably funnier.
Probably. We're not funny. I can't be that far away from my boy. What am I going to do then? No, Terry. Up there in Georgia all alone. Georgia looks like a good time with grudge racing, though. I'll be interested to see at our event if we could get some cool grudges going. I'm all about the grudge racing. I think that's sick.
Yeah.
Some of those grudge races are awesome. You do need I thought so. I'm pretty sure you need a license in Florida. He's Cuban. The Chit Show. We got to get a hold of this guy and have like a joint show one night.
I agree.
The shit/chit show. So, any other cool offers, or that was it pretty much? The van?
Van was cool. The little bug, I only got one picture of it, but I couldn't find it. Go back that far. It was nice. It was a very nice bug, but I'm not driving an old Volkswagen around just yet.
What is this? What's that? Oh, sorry. Then what is this? Oh, that no.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
That was you.
Is that from last week?
Yeah. That was the one that ended the night. We had to get off.
If you have a weak stomach, I suggest you don't watch this video right now because it almost made me puke. But who was
He's
this?
going to play it anyway.
This was a viewer
This was a
submission?
fan. Yeah. Yeah. This was a viewer submission. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to tell you who it was till you play it again. It's going to be extra special after you play it again.
Terry showed me this last show, but we had already logged off. He's like, "Oh shit, I forgot to play the viewer submission."
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
what's
did
it? No, it was right at the end. We were on.
Oh, we were on?
We were on.
All right. Well, in case you missed it last week. Was that the same one?
It's the
I
same
thought
one.
it all shot in his mouth.
I mean, you can watch it again. It was in
I'm
there.
not watching it again. That's foul.
That was Alex's fan submission from last week.
That was Alex's?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Terry, what would you take as a cash offer?
15.
15? Yeah,
Yep.
15. And
I don't
it's
have
worth a hell of a lot more than that. I thought about buying it if I had money, but
He
currently
keeps losing all these races, and
currently I have none. So your favorite? Yeah, Dylan was right. Captain's license is only required. Oh, if by chance in the next coming years we end up getting a boat, we are totally getting those captain's outfits.
100%.
I'm cutting
Full
the
sailor
sleeves
outfit.
off.
Yeah.
And we need to get those little sailor. I watched some show where they took these. I think it's that not Down syndrome. I hate what's that show they have on Netflix? Love on the Spectrum or some shit.
I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you either.
Oh yeah, they took those poor guys on a boat and were like putting captain's hats on them and. I don't.
You have definitely watched that show.
Oh, 100%. How could you not?
You probably got invited on the show.
I did. I refused the invite. Nick. I don't understand how you could put that. Okay. If anyone has watched that show, which is probably only me, I don't think it's funny what they do to these poor people. Because they set these people up on dates, but their dates are worse than they are. Do you know what I mean? Like, they already have a disability. They have autism or some kind of disability. And you're like, okay, cool. It's cool that this show is like giving them a chance to get out there and date people. And then you see who they bring in for the date is worse than they are. And I'm like, How insulting is that? Like, it's like, okay, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you get out there and date. But guess what the flip is on it? We found someone
Good
even
luck.
worse than
Good
you
luck.
are for you to date. It's almost like they're doing it on purpose to make fun of these people. That's how I feel watching that show, because you feel like you want to laugh, but then you don't want to laugh because it's not funny. Like, it's
So you're
these
laughing, but you
people
look
are-
around to see if anybody's watching you laugh.
Yeah, like if you watch it by yourself, you could probably laugh. Like, no one's going to judge you, right? And you're like, holy fuck, this is fucking crazy. But I mean, the premise behind it sounded so nice. I was like, oh, that's really nice. They're helping, these poor people out, until you see the people they hook them up with, and you're like, yeah, exactly.
I think he's saying you're definitely worse than me.
It's just, I don't know. I watched 2 episodes of that, and I'm like, this isn't even nice. Like, you guys are being mean. They're like, is this bad what I'm going to say? Probably.
If you have to ask, yeah.
They're like, okay, this guy's suffering from some kind of autism. Okay. He struggles with speech or whatever. He has like little quirks, weird little shit. So why don't we set him up with a girl who's also got autism, but with a layer of Down syndrome on top? And you're like, how is this relationship? Like, set the guy up with someone who can help him or her. Don't set him up with someone he's got to take care of even worse than him.
We should start our own show.
It's crazy, dude. I watched like 2 episodes of this, and I'm like, I can't watch this. This is fucking mind-blowing. I thought the whole time they were going to like set him up with someone who would help them with their lives or something. They set him up with people who are far worse than them. So now these poor people who are already struggling in their life have to take care of someone who's even worse condition than they are. I would be so mad if I were them. I'd be like, fuck this show. Fuck these producers. You guys are just making money off of making fun of us, in essence.
I don't know.
There is a guy on there that I swear to God was Dylan. I'm pretty sure it was similar attributes.
Stop it.
See?
Dylan's been on the show.
I'm sure he has. I don't know. See?
Oh,
there,
on this show?
I got him some more viewers. There you go. Oh, Terry spends.
Happens.
If I was a girl, I'd date Terry for sure.
That happens all the time.
Oh, you should see this guy. Just whips that black card out like it's not even his money. It's like, order whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. Put it on the card. I don't know what that card's linked to, but I've seen that card take some fucking hits. That's for sure. Oh, don't worry about it. I got it. It's on the card.
I don't say that. You typically don't even know I paid.
I pay cash so that I know how badly it hurts every time. I'm like, well, while it's empty, we're out. We're done here. Those cards are deadly. Dylan's hoping I say other things. Is that Visa linked to your boss's account or something? Is that why you're
No,
so
I don't
quick
have
to...
a company card.
Oh,
yet.
I thought it might have been a company card. That's why you're so quick to fucking quick draw on that thing.
No, not yet.
Fucking Dylan.
He's a dick.
There you go, Terry. You know what? Terry always said he wanted to get one of those travel vans and like travel the country. You just got the opportunity of a lifetime right there.
No, not that kind of. That's not a travel van.
Hey, you can travel around Miami in there and do some
That's a traveling van.
Traveling.
Yeah, that's not a travel van.
That's a chit van. You could have we could do a traveling show in that van.
We could, and we could not.
We could set up all the monitor, everything in there.
No.
I had to sell if you haven't noticed, the money wing is gone off the truck. I had to cash in my 401k that I had on the wing there. So I could donate it this weekend. Oh, we made it over 2 hours. We fucked up.
You're still salty.
Oh, I'm gonna be salty for the rest of the week, but it's fine. I like being salty. Everyone wants this van now.
No, I'm not getting it. I'm retiring.
You're
Selling
retiring
everything.
from what?
Just having old cars in my driveway.
You're getting back to street cars, is what you're saying?
Full street car.
You want that AC life,
Yeah.
air conditioned seats.
Seats cooled off. Yeah.
Terry wants to be bougie again.
Yeah.
He ain't about that race car life. He sees his poor friend here struggling.
You know what I'm not running? Hard tire.
You're not running hard tire?
That Trackhawk of yours was all over the place in hard tire. That was rough.
That ain't the Trackhawk. That's facts.
Wow.
I know a certain individual that probably could have jumped in that thing and
Drove
made
her straight.
passes. Just made a couple passes.
That thing was all over.
Remember, there is a gentleman who tests a lot of these trucks on those tires and makes plenty of horsepower with them and has to drive them from a dig to get the information he requires and does not have as many problems. I think the issue was more of a excitement issue for the driver. And once we get through this initial first race, he's also new to racing, in fairness. So
Sweet.
It's great that he came out and showed out, but we definitely have some work to do on being calm. Do you know what I mean? It's hard, though, which I understand. It's hard for any racer. It's hard to watch somebody leave on you and not smash the gas pedal because it's second nature.
Yep.
But he also hasn't spent a lot of time on hard tires. He normally has radials on that thing, so it sticks better.
Yeah.
So this was
Whole
like
different
a
game.
first time out on that kind of horsepower with those kind of tires. I'm glad he didn't wreck that truck, but it definitely wasn't his greatest passes. But again, he came out. It's better than a lot of people. A lot of people just talk about racing and never actually come out. So I give him respect for coming out. I'm glad the truck didn't get any damage or anything. He didn't get hurt. And now we'll move forward and do a little more practicing and testing. And I think a lot of people mentally think because something's all-wheel drive that it's just smash and go. And it doesn't. It may be back in the day if you had a 300 horsepower fucking, I don't know, what was 300 horsepower? Evo or something, all-wheel drive. It probably would go. I don't even know. Maybe that's a lot for those cars. But when you're making close to 4 digits of horsepower and torque, now we're talking different game.
Yeah, it was scary.
Trackhawks are violent by nature. That's why a lot of people run them on drag radials and slicks and shit like that, because you need that. On a hard tire, they're all over the place, which you saw. And the problem is it crab walks. So you smash the gas, all 4 tires are spinning, and the back goes a little bit, and then you start trying to correct like you would a rear wheel drive, and then the front tires grab, and then it fucking slings you into the wall if you're not used to that kind of driving experience. So it's not as easy as I do struggle a little bit with that stuff with people. It's hard to, I don't know how to explain that to somebody, like teach them how to. For me, it was just testing. I think it's just he needs more time behind the wheel. That's it.
Yeah.
The more time he spends, the better he will. Yeah, man, absolutely. Send me your address. I can ship you one. I got them here at the shop. We'll be down with that. We got windshield banners coming in too. Hats just restocked. I'll be honest, this fucking online sales shit, it's lame. You get like 2 or 3 orders a week, if that. I think people are more on the buying stuff when they see you kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They want it like instant. They don't want to wait. Our shipping hasn't been that great either on certain things. That's my own fault most of the time. Because shipping from Canada to the US, if I ship it through USPS, I don't know if you'll even get it. Like, we've lost orders through that. So now I have to ship like UPS or FedEx. And in order to get a decent rate where I don't have to absolutely rape people on shipping, I have to like go through this whole procedure of going through a second company that ships out of the US, but then I have to drive all that shit 45 minutes to this place that takes it to the US to ship from there in order to fucking ship everything without having to charge people crazy money. That's why it's so much easier for like 1320 and all these guys who are in the US already. Like your shipping rates are so much cheaper.
Yeah.
When we ship from Canada, it's like a whole fucking ordeal. And then there's customs involved sometimes where stuff will get stuck at customs. It's such a fucking nightmare. It makes like, honestly, that 51st state idea sounded fucking amazing because it would make everything in life here so much easier, and we would be like the ultimate superpower of a continent. But no. People want to stay here and keep it all separate, so we pay fucking 4,000% taxes and basically work to pay for the government to donate another 43 billion to fucking Ukraine for something. Like it's crazy. We just keep throwing money, like zero accountability in this country for anything. But why would you be accountable when all you got to do is raise taxes? That's it. Hey, guess what? We spent too much money last year. That's okay. We'll just throw together a gas tax and another tax on something. You know what? I guarantee one day in Canada we'll have an air tax, 100%. They'll be like, you're breathing today? Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, I guarantee we spend money on anything. Like I said, the government collects so much money off the people working up here that they have an abundance of money to give out to everybody. So they don't care. And when they run out of money, they just add another. We had that. What was that tax we had with Trudeau there on the gas? We had. There was some tax that he implemented every fucking 6 months. It was another 3%, 4%.
Just because.
Just squeeze them. They'll pay.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, it's absolutely crazy up here what they get away with. And they just keep doing it. And nobody's like, carbon tax. That's it. He just said one day, hey, guess what, guys? The environment needs us. So we're going to charge you guys a carbon tax.
The environment needs us?
Yeah. The environment needs us to save the environment. So how are we going to save the environment? It's going to be by taxing the shit out of you guys. But then we're going to tell you that we're going to give you money every 3 months. So actually it's in your benefit. So we're going to take $5,000 from you and give you back $500 because we are just good to you guys.
That sounds legit.
It's legit. And everyone was all happy about it. They're like, oh my God, thank God. Look, we're getting a check back in the mail. You stupid motherfuckers. You have no clue on what even is happening right now. They're like, what do you mean? They only charge this much money. We're actually making more money back. Yeah. Except the farmers have raised all the prices on food. Everyone has had to raise prices on everything to accommodate this carbon tax that you didn't implement in your thing. So when you're saying, well, we took only 3 cents extra on this and that and the other thing, you're not accounting for all the other stuff that went up. But these dumb lemons that live up here, fucking cheap dumbasses, just keep voting for the same people. And they're like, sure. It's like me. See, I'm typical Canadian. Just bend over and take it.
Typical.
That's what we do up here. Everyone just takes it, and it is what it is. I swear to God, you could literally impose a 10% tax up here, and people would just be like, okay, we're doing the sweet rainbow tax this year. It's 10% on your earnings.
The rainbows need us.
Yeah, we need to save the rainbows because if you guys haven't noticed lately, there's not enough rainbows.
Lack of
so
rainbows.
Obviously the environment has fucked that up. So now you're going to pay for it. We're going to charge you 10% tax and I'll tell you where that money went. And
we're going to fix it.
We got boat houses to buy. And boats and hose. No, nobody said that, but it's crazy to me that there's still this many people. Like, how many times can people get bamboozled that they just keep getting? Well, I guess I keep racing,
A
so
lot.
it's the same
Thank
shit.
you.
It's the same shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know at what point do people just finally say enough is enough, but I don't think that'll ever happen. There's the guy. Good race, Mike.
Yeah, everybody said it was good. It was awesome.
Yeah. They cheated. Yeah, but there's no way of proving that. There's like, that's the problem. There's no accountability. You'll never know. And that's the problem with living in this country now at this point is that you're not in control of anything. You really are not in control of anything. You have, yes, you can go to work and this and that, but you're really not in control of anything. At any point, the government can go in your bank account and wipe your bank account up. It's happened to me. I was late on my fucking HST payments. They just go in your business account, take all the money, lock it down, say, guess what? It's our money until you prove otherwise. And it's like, what? What do you mean? Huh? You got to pay. It's like the biggest racket out there. Yeah, I'm not. The fucking government controls my trans brake. Yeah, I don't know anything about Australia, but you do hear shit about Australia too, and you're trapped there. You can't even go anywhere. You gotta get on a boat.
Yep.
That probably ain't a fun boat ride. Yeah, dude, it's wild. If people only knew, like I know not a lot of Americans really give a fuck what's happening up here for the most part, because a lot of people have never even been up here, which surprises me when I come down there to Florida. How many people have never even been here? You guys aren't really big on traveling outside of your state. I mean, I get it. Why leave? When the grass is green, there's no place. Why go to fucking yellow stale grass? If Alberta's leaving, I'm moving to Alberta. I'm moving to whatever fucking place is signing up. I'm down. No problem. We're going to cut your launch down to... Yeah, probably. That'll be next.
Yeah.
I feel like the agenda, honestly, which is wild to think about, but in this day and age, nothing is out of the question. I feel like if they push this electrical car agenda, then they have complete control over all the vehicles.
Electronically, virtually,
because there's every electric car can be controlled now by the main, like any Tesla and that kind of shit can be controlled by the Tesla. Like they do it all the time. They do updates, software updates.
Mm-hmm.
And then when everyone's electric and they no longer have a choice of anything outside of that, they're going to be like, guess what? Now we're going to control the speed you go. We're going to control the traffic flow. Everything will just be controlled by satellite. So in the morning, you'll get in your car and you'll think you're driving, but you'll hammer the gas. You won't be able to hit the guy in front of you. You won't be able to brake for the guy behind you. It'll just merge into traffic and you'll just be like a fucking ants running back and forth. They'll be like, put in your destination in the GPS and the thing will fucking drive you there, and that'll be that. Driving will no longer even be an option. And then there'll be me, still Mad Max and fucking gas shit. I'm going to load up gas.
You would.
Keep it in an underground bunker. Jerry cans. I'm going to start loading now. I'm going to be zipping in and out of all these fucking electric bullshits. Then they'll probably zap me with some fucking satellite laser. Just take me clean off the planet. Done.
God.
Oh, well. I only got another 40 years probably, so. Right, Terry?
You ain't making it that long.
Jesus Christ.
Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. You'll miss one payment. They'll be like, revoked. You'll see your old car. You're like, oh shit, someone's stealing my car. Now it's driving itself. Locks the doors. Fuck you, bro. Make your payments. I'm going back to the dealership.
Yep.
Yeah, because imagine what kind of high-speed chase you're going to get into.
No.
You're like, oh shit, we robbed the bank. Boom, shut the car off, lock the doors. You're locked in there, done.
Or I mean, just like COVID, when they decide to have a lockdown and they just shut the cars off.
Yeah, they shut everything off.
Yeah, I mean, you just nobody can drive
Do
anywhere.
anything.
You want to go somewhere, you got to walk. I mean, that would be best case.
Horses. We're going back to horses.
I mean, that's what. Yeah, I mean,
It's actually pretty fucking. I'm not fucking fit. What is
do the math. Just give him a minute. Let him use his fingers. Hold on.
62? I'm not 62. I'm actually pretty good at math.
You can't tell one light from two.
Have you ever thought about? I asked my my grandfather's really old now. I still have my grandfather. He's 95.
Goddamn. You guys.
But
are building.
imagine at this point in life being 95 years old, the shit you've seen. Like he was born in wartime when it was actual war, not like the wars we have now that are like little individual skirmishes, like World War. So he lived through that. He lived through like the evolution of television,
radio,
CD players,
DVD players.
Yeah, like it must be a total mind fuck at this age now that he's like listening to music on his cell phone. You know what I mean? What did you say? I must have talked over him. What did you say?
Nothing.
You said something, you snarky little bastard. Next time they will tell you no more pets. Yeah, that'll be it next. They ain't taking Maxwell from me. I'll shoot a motherfucker that comes here to try to take him. That's my boy. I don't know about that. Probably. Pretty wild. It's just crazy how quickly things have evolved. And now with this AI shit, like we're on a whole new level.
Wild.
You have to, honestly, go back, watch Terminator 1. The OG movie from the 80s. Is it from the 80s or early 90s? The original Terminator. When you watch that and listen to them talk about like Cyberdyne and how the robots were AI and then they started thinking for themselves.
84.
Yeah. Dude, in 1984, they knew this shit. And we are slowly getting to that stage in life now. Because, you know, the number one thing that they use robots for is military. Always. Look at the drones they have now in the military. So when they make robotic soldiers to replace human soldiers, which would make sense because then you have no human casualties.
Sure.
Like killing robots, in essence, that will fucking walk right into your bedroom and snuff you. That is fucking Terminator. It has taken, what are we now? 2025. So
hold on. He's got to take his shoes off for this one.
It's taken 40 years, right? 80, 90, 100. Yeah. 40 years. 41 years. Right? Is that right?
Yeah.
It's 2025. So 41 years. It has taken 41 years to catch up to what they predicted in Terminator 1. Like, we're almost there. We're like probably 3 years more, but we're close. Like, we're very close to that point now. It's actually kind of scary.
You going to have bad dreams tonight or what?
No. I've thought about this.
Will.
That was one of my... The reason behind this, okay, I was born in 1980. When I first watched the Terminator, the original movie, and then I watched Terminator 2 in the theaters, that was like a mind-blowing movie. Terminator 2 in the movie theaters for its time with like the CGI shit and stuff, that was like a fucking badass movie. And I remember watching Terminator 1. Those were some of my favorite movies. And I'm like, that would never fucking happen. This shit is so fucking out to lunch, like space shit. Like, there's never going to be robots that fucking can control themselves and shit. Like, that's unheard of. You know what I mean? Thank you, Dylan. But is it not fucking kind of crazy to think?
Yeah.
I don't know about the flying cars. The problem with the flying cars is you're asking for a lot of fucking problems in airspace. Yeah, probably. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm probably going to get fucking snuffed in a bag somewhere and taken away. But it's mind-blowing. If you go back and watch Terminator 1, it's literally what's going to be happening soon here. Maybe not the robots turning on us yet, but definitely they'll be killing robots out in society for sure. Like that the military will use in warfare. Why wouldn't they? Look at what Elon Musk has. The best thing is Elon Musk is making those robots that like clean your house and shit. You know the perverts are going to be all about it.
Well, they already hacked the Tesla cars, so
they're going to hack that robot. That robot's going to be doing things that are
DJs and
everything.
all the
yeah, people are perverts. Like
for a mere upgrade.
Yeah, look at what the internet. When the internet started, I remember the internet started. It wasn't a matter of a couple weeks before the first nudes were on there. Like legitimately, because I remember when the internet started. Web crawler. Remember web crawler? That used to be bigger than Google at the time when it started.
I wasn't born in 1980. That's
okay. Well, they had web crawler was like the first search engine, and you could search in like, obviously me, I was probably 14. I don't know when the internet started. 13, 14.
Midget porn.
Yeah, I'm fucking in my prime of perversion. First thing I type in is naked chicks. You know, like let's see what this internet's about.
Boobs.
Full fucking screens, like, but then it used to be hyperlinks. It wasn't like Google. It was like sentences, and it would be like XXX pictures, blah blah blah, and then you click on one, and it would be a picture, but it would take like 15 minutes for the fucking thing to load.
Yeah.
Now look at the internet. Like these kids will never experience. This is where I'm going to sound like an old man. These kids will never experience going in that adult video store, parking 4 parking lots away, walking through 2 alleys, coming up in the back of that place so nobody saw you just to go buy a VHS tape. That's facts. My son will never experience how it feels to go with your buddies. I remember the first time I went with like 2 buddies, we were like, oh, bro, underage, fake IDs, like state of New York, fucking bullshit IDs. Oh my God, we got to go check out this fucking place. Running through the alleys, coming up, going in the back door, feeling so uncomfortable. There'd be some old bald pervert sitting at the desk who knew you were underage, but really could give a flying fuck.
Nope.
And then you could buy VHS tapes. My son will never get to experience that.
Be much cooler if he did.
But they still have those places off the highway, which blows my mind. Like, who's supporting those? In the day and age now of a cell phone, like, I don't know. It just seems kind of funny to me. Yeah, Ask Jeeves was the other one. Yeah, this is what I mean. See, we're almost there. We're 3 years out from the killer robots. Mark my words on
that package with a bomb. That's it.
Rule 34, if it exists, there's porn. That's funny. That's actually funny. I applied for a job. See, everyone has the same stories. It's funny, though. It's funny that we've been able to watch the evolution in such a short time period. Like, I think being born like in this era and being my age, you were right at the pinnacle of when technology put the hammer down. You know what I mean? Like my parents' first TV I remember was in the basement, was a black and white. And it was like a big heavy ass box. It had the bunny ears. You had to turn the knobs and it would like click the channels. And then we got a fucking color TV and it was like mind blowing.
Yeah.
And again, same thing, bunny ears. We never had cable or anything like that because we lived in the country. So it was all antenna.
And you got a fucking microwave at some point.
And then and then my dad bought, or no, he got it from my uncle, one of the original satellites, which looked like you were at a radar fucking control center. The thing was a giant radar fucking thing and it would rotate for the signal. And it would always get jammed up, and then you'd have to go out there and like fucking move the thing over to try to get any kind of thing, any kind of channels. And it's wild. It's wild to think of in the last 40 years how quickly things have escalated to the point now that you're watching, like, even these cell phones trip me the fuck out still to date. How much stuff you can do. Like, I edit all my YouTube videos on the cell phone. Like, you can do anything on your phone now. It probably looks like it too.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that. TikTok. I am old. Tesla's has robot taxis now. They're charging $420. What does that mean? $420. That's convenient. Like flat rate to go anywhere?
I would assume.
Yeah, I heard Tesla was
Or
experimenting with there was something I heard in the news the other day. They're rolling out something like that, like taxis that drive themselves, like there's no driver in them.
I've seen them. There's another company that already does it.
Really? And there's no driver?
No driver at all.
You just get in the pod and it fucking takes
Yeah,
you?
called. I saw somebody posted it on Instagram the other day. One of the chicks I follow, they got a
wild.
taxi and it sent one of the robot ones.
That was on a movie I just watched. I don't think that's real. That was on a horror movie I just watched. I swear to God. They went into this house and it had a rotary phone. They're like, how do we dial 911? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Can't be that dumb. Although I do have my Colorado has the ultimate anti-theft device in it.
It's got a stick
It's a
shift.
5-speed stick shift. I leave the doors unlocked with the keys in it because I know half the kids who steal cars don't even know how to drive that. Not that they're going to steal a fucking Colorado anyway. They have Waymo. Is it called Waymo?
Yeah, that's what it was called. It was called Waymo. They were getting in a Waymo, and it's a.
I'm not comfortable with that yet. I'm sorry. I'm not getting in no fucking thing that has no driver in it. That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was something else then. I saw a movie that was like that too. Yeah, every time I drive down to Florida and I drive down 75 and you see Adult Superstore on the side of the 75.
I mean,
I'm
10 billboards.
Yeah, I'm like, how is this business? That has to be the ultimate laundering front of all times. Or they have
Stop it.
They have those booths.
Yeah.
Private viewing booths. It's crazy. Life is crazy. I'm wondering what the next 40 years is going to bring because it's pretty wild to think of what we will see in our lifetime. We'll see who knows what'll happen. Fuck. With the way shit goes on in the world now, we'll be lucky if we're here in 40 years.
That's what I said.
We'll probably roast ourselves. Stupid ass humans. All right. Well, it's late enough for Sunday. What time is it? Probably late. Oh, yeah. It's almost 11. Well, thank you guys for listening to our rants tonight. Again, don't bombard Alex with a bunch of shit. It wasn't his fault. It's just poor circumstances. I'll put it that way. Hopefully that doesn't happen to anybody else. Canada didn't finalize its independence from England. So basically, Mike is... Yeah. Thank you, Dylan, for that. Appreciate it. It's going to be a wild ride from here, 100%. Well, thank you guys for sticking with us, shooting the shit. We always love you guys coming on here and hanging out with us. Sorry to the Facebook people. I'll try to figure out why Facebook isn't working. I mean, ideally, we're probably just going to stay on YouTube, to be honest, because the Facebook shit is annoying. A lot of times they ban us for talking about whatever, and I don't want to deal with it. YouTube seems to be the better platform right now for this. Thank you. Appreciate that. As always, good talking to all you guys. Have a wonderful and safe weekend to you and your families. We'll be back in 2 weeks to talk some more shit about shit, whatever's going on. I don't know. we'll see what I get up to in the next 2 weeks. I don't know what we're going to be up to. Terry's got big things planned. Right, Terry?
I mean, I'm going somewhere in the morning with the
Going
kids.
somewhere to do some shit and do other shit. And
I don't want to say it in case that older one is up stalking me, trying to catch me slipping.
catch you slipping.
Yeah.
We will be, the two of us will be at KD Dragway, correct, Terry?
100%.
The two of us will be at KD Dragway for my birthday and also Limpy's Cash Days. So come out, say hi. We'll have merch there for anybody who wants to buy some merch. I know it's easier that way. We'll be set up. Look for the Sinister tent. Come by, hang out, have some Angry Orchards when we're not racing. Yeah, we'll be chilling there from Thursday till Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Or I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. When do you come in?
We're coming in Thursday.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we'll be around from Thursday to Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to Sparta this weekend. I'm not a front side guy. I really don't. I don't know. I might just take a little break here. I say that, and then, I'm there Saturday morning. So never trust what I say on Sunday, so you never know what can happen during the week.
It's going to change morning of.
It'll change multiple times, but yeah, we'll bring some stickers. I got some stickers. I got some windshield banners. We'll have some other shit there. I'll try to bring as much stuff as I can. So come by, see us, grab some merch, grab some stickers, grab whatever. Come have an Angry Orchard with us. And yeah, we will see you guys in 2 weeks. You got anything else, Terry, to add?
Done.
That's it? All right. Have a wonderful week.
See you guys.